All right. Right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. If you guys are new here in the morning, we come in, we take a look at NQ price action, we see what happened during the overnight session, and we see what price can do going into that New York session. At night, we typically come in, we take a look at what actually happened, we see what price did during the day, and we see where price can go afterwards. Let's get into it. I'm just checking some of these as they're opening up. I think we have not earnings today, we have earnings Wednesday, starting Wednesday. Big earnings. Big earnings. Big earnings. Today we have UPS reported this morning, Visa's reporting later today, Ford reporting later today. Tomorrow we have Microsoft, Meta, Robinhood, Chipotle, and then Thursday we got Amazon. Big names reporting later this week. So let's get into it. Let's see what price got going on here. As usual, we start our analysis on that 4-hour time frame, and we're posting everything inside our Discord channel. That's, if you want to check that out, that's www.papertraders.io. It's the link in the description right there, where you can go check out at the Paper Traders and see what we offer. The link in the description there is going to give you access to our free membership called Freemium. That's where that is. Yesterday, we're going to do a quick review here, right? Hourly fair value gap price up this previous daily high, could not displace above it. Retest of this, sweep of that previous hourly high, and then reversal back into this downside for that previous weekly low capture. We got a little bit of liquidity here on the downside. That price was able to retrace to this September contract. So continuous one is obviously going to be a little bit different here for us. Right now, 12 hours, retracing to the downside. Let's get on our 4-hour and take a gander of what we got going on here. So, and this is all also published inside Discord. So as I'm talking, I'm also writing this out. So go check it out, see what it's all about, see what we got there. So looking here on the 4-hour. Price is trading inside the range of the previous 4-hour candle, so we can wait for a sweep of either side of the current candle here. That is not what I want. I don't want to country right now. Let's go to radio. Go to sell radio. Okay. So we can wait for a sweep of either side of the previous 4-hour candle here, and see where price wants to go afterwards. As always, so sweep of the high in no displacement, then we are looking for a reversal back down, sweep and hold above, then we are looking for a continuation here on the 4-hour. We are also looking at how price is trading inside the range of the last down close candle here. If price remains inside this range, then we can potentially see a falling 3 going into the next 4-hour here. We can see that the bodies are respecting the PDL here, as well as the liquidity sweep at 27.88775. So let's see. So as long as price keeps on respecting these, we can see a nice continuation to the upside here. As long as price remains within this body here as well, we can potentially see a nice little falling 3 back into this downside here as well. On the hourly, we're seeing a bit of a consolidation here. I think last night we said there was looking like a little bit of an M pattern here going into the reversal. Did not quite get it. We have this inverse fair value gap that price did tap into actually here and reverse back into the downside. So let's continue. With earnings and everything coming up, I'm thinking, I mean, we got FOMC tomorrow too. So price can do fuck all here, honestly. Let's see, so this is our hourly time frame. On the hourly, we can see that we do not have any displacement after the sweep of the PDL here. So likely case is price still wanting a little lower. If we if we were looking for a solid reversal to the upside, we would want to see some kind of displacement up above. We have an IFEG. The price displaced last night after rejecting the previous weekly low sweep with displacement. If price does decide to come up, then we can watch this IFEG from 28.106.25 to 28.155.25, right? If price gets through the IFEG, then we are gonna look back at that previous weekly low sweep to see if that level is still acting as resistance, and that is sitting at 28 to 12.50. So as long as price remains below here,
refinery is preparing to restart after attacks,
and below the 1550 EMA, we are still looking for downside. Going into the New York session, we can maybe look for a sweep of the 8 a.m. high, and then an outside hour to the downside, or the opposite. If price decides to sweep lower and then retrace a little higher. So long as price remains above PDL, we can look for upside retracements. If price drops back below that PDL level, then we are looking for continued downside. Whoa, damn it. I sent it too early. Continued downside. Here on the 15 minute, let's take a look what we got going on here. The 15 minute, let's get rid of everything. On the 15 minute, we have a small fair value gap on the bottom. We have a little bit of liquidity on the upside here. Right, from this overnight session. On the 15 minute, so on the 15 minute here, we are looking at price Just kind of consolidating. Dating here with an FAG from 27,949.25 to 27,929.25. 25. So if price decides to retrace initially, we can look for support at that FAG, and if price breaks through the FAG, then we are looking for continued downside with potential of retesting the IFAG and continuing lower after. All right. And then here also on the 15-minute, we can't disregard the fact that we have a lot of liquidity on the upside. We also have a bit of liquidity on the upside here left from the overnight session, which can provide us with those pivot points. As always, right? Sweep and hold. We are continuing. Sweep and reversal. Sweep and no hold. Then we are looking for a reversal. Bodies need to close above. So that is our 15-minute, right? So price can potentially maybe retrace into this 15-minute fair value gap on the lower side, tap into it before continuing higher, which would be sweep of that previous hourly low, right? Yeah, that would actually be sweep of that hourly low and then retest of the 15-minute, the 15-minute FEG also rests right below the previous, right below the 8 a.m. hourly low. Here on the 5-minute, let's take out our daily plan, something that we look at every day. That helps us determine what price can do kind of going into the session. So let's see what we have going on here, right? Right now, we kind of have this Asia session was downside, London session a little bit below it. So New York, we can see sweep above and then continue lower, right? So according to this, potentially price can do this and then that. That is, so on here actually on the 5-minute, right? So looking on the 5-minute here, we can see that we have what looks like Asian session expansion to the downside, London session consolidation, leaving us with a New York continuation of the New York session here. What we can look for to confirm here is if price sweeps above the London session and continues higher, then we can target the Asian session high. If price sweeps the London session high and reverses to the downside, then we are looking for a continued trend to the downside. Right? So that's pretty much all I have. So a little bit like a two-part. I broke it up in Discord because I accidentally sent the message too fast. So, right, this is kind of what we have going on. We have this Asia session expansion, London session consolidating inside. So New York session, we can see a little bit of a sweep above, which would technically be the same thing as sweeping that previous hourly high over here and then continuing to the downside. All right, so looking at that 5 minute again, if we are looking to sweep the London session high, then it would make sense on the hourly to sweep that previous hourly high and then see an outside hour to the downside, or we can even reach for the previous 4-hour high and then reverse it back down, giving us that falling 3, right? So kind of all lines up once we were looking at the higher time frame, lower time frame, right? Here on the 4 hours, since we're kind of trading inside, we can possibly sweep the top of this one. Body comes back, closes below here, reversal back into the downside, right? So sweep of this would be, yeah, that would be that 4-hour sweep, London session high there. Yeah, that would make sense actually. So if we were looking to kind of have this play out, we're looking for this to come down, right? This consolidating, this is sweeping previous 4-hour high, sweeping the previous hourly high as well, reversing back into the downside on that 4-hour, on that hourly time frame. Tuesdays are known for trend days or gap fills into open, so we can look for that, right? If price is starting to go in one direction, we're probably going to trade in that direction the remainder of the day. Retracing into open, we can totally do that too, right? Before that reversal back into the downside. Other than that, that's all I have. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, go check us out. That's www.papertraders.io. The best way to see what we're all about. Go check us out on Twitter at the Paper Traders. See the things that we offer. See what we got going on there. Free Discord link in the description of our Twitter at the Paper Traders again. And go check out Mr. Hayes at Hayes Beats. Go give him some love. Post amazing charts. Come hang out with us. I love you. Appreciate you. See you on the next one. Peace out.